Hi, and welcome to my new booktube channel. Woo woo! Yeah, so hi, I'm Emmy. I am starting a booktube. Welcome to the channel. I figured today, for my first video, I would do the booktube newbie tag. I don't know if I'm gonna answer all of the questions, but I'm gonna just pick some of the questions to answer. So yeah, just so you guys can get to know me a little bit, and yeah, I'm excited. Let's dive right in. Let's just get started. Also, disclaimer, my hands are a little bit orange because I dyed my hair recently. So just ignore that for me. Okay, great. Okay, the first question is, why did you start this channel? let me explain. So I love reading. I don't read as much as a lot of the people on booktube and book talk and bookstagram, but I do like to read, and honestly I just love talking about books. I love talking about things that I love, so books are one of them, and I love to share my thoughts and my feelings, and I like to recommend things to my friends. So yeah, that's why I wanted to start the booktube, just to talk about books. Another question is, what are you most excited about for this new channel? Kind of same thing, like I just love talking about, I love talking, period, but I love talking about books, and I'm also excited to try new books. I think I tend to fall into the book talk hole and just read the same books that everyone else is reading, and I'm excited to try new things and get recommendations from other people and then share my thoughts. The next question is, why do you love reading? I love reading because it's not social media. When I was in high school, was not a reader, and like middle school, I was not a reader. I didn't read a lot. I've never really been that much of a reader, but my mom and my grandma are both big readers, so I've grown up, you know, going to the library and stuff. During quarantine, decided I'm gonna start reading. I think it started with The Invisible Life of Addie Larue. That was the first, I don't want to say it's the first book I read, but it's kind of the first book I read, and I fell in love with it, and I was like, wow, that was fun, let's do it again. And so I just started reading a lot. I like that it's something to do that I can share with others that isn't just scrolling on TikTok. I'm currently in a battle with TikTok of, I'm very addicted to it, and I'm trying not to be, trying to do other things than social media. So the next question is, what book or series got you into reading? And like I said, Addie Larue was fantastic. I highly recommend that book. Also, the Harry Potter series. Read that whole thing and I was like, wow, reading. This is great. Okay, the next question I'm going to answer is, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Here's the thing. I'm not starting a booktube to be famous. I just love talking about books. I don't really care if no one watches these videos because I'm gonna have fun making them. Yeah, if no one watches them, like that'll be hard, and also if people like comment mean things, but I don't know. If I have fun making them, then I don't think it really matters. Okay, the next question is, when did you start reading? So like I said, it was like later in 2020. I think it was in like December of 2020 that I decided, I was like, oh, I want to read the Harry Potter series. And then I ended up on Book Talk somehow, and Addie Larue came up and I was like, ooh, loved that. And so I bought the hardback full price, which I don't do a lot of anymore. I try not to buy brand new books because I simply can't afford it. But anyways, so Addie Larue was like the first book that I was like, ooh, this is good, and then followed by the Harry Potter series. And the next question is, where do you read? I read all over the place, honestly. I don't have like a corner or chair or anything that I read. I like reading in bed. I also like reading on the couch. I like reading outside. I like reading in the car, or like on a train or on a plane or anything like that. I like reading all over the place. I especially like reading specific books in certain places. So like the first time I read Beach Read, which I was listening to the audiobook, was when I was staying at like a mountain lodge. And so now every time I think of Beach Read, I think of that vacation that I was on with my family. And so yeah, I like reading in vacation spots, and then they're always like connected in my brain. Okay, the next question is, what kind of books do you like to read? I would say haven't really settled into like one genre or anything, and I don't think I ever will. I like bouncing all over the place. I tend to not like fantasy, but I'm trying to dip my toe into fantasy and read books that my fantasy friends recommend to me. I'm working my way through the ACOTAR series right now. I also I like magical realism books like Night House. I definitely like witches and magic and such. I also like romance and some general fiction sometimes. Okay, the last question is, what does your book collection look like? Right now, it's a little all over the place because I go to college, and so I have an apartment that has most of my books, but then I also have some books here in my parents' house. I have them all over the place. I tend to have a lot of used books. I try not to buy brand new books for money's sake, and also just, you know, it's better to buy things secondhand. So I thrift my books a lot. I get them from Second and Charles. That's one of my favorite used bookstores. Also, I like getting books and giving books to and from my friends. I do that a lot. Like, I'll mail my friends books and they'll mail me some. I think that's a good summary of my book collection. Okay, I think that's all of the questions that I'm going to answer from the Book Talk newbie tag. So yeah, I'm really excited to start this channel. Like I said, if no one watches these, I don't really care because I just love making videos and filming and talking about books. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!